Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Klay Thompson.
Well, as your career goes along, you naturally lose a little bit. But he takes great care of himself. He puts a lot of effort into his preparation. But he's smart about picking his spots. That's why he's still a factor out there.
Here we go.
On the offensive end.
So here's Miami's starting group. We've got Hero, Big Dan out there with Adebayo. Then there's the captain, and it's Wiggins in at the 3 spot. And for Dallas, we've got Derek Lively. Flag is out there with Carter. Then there's Max Christie. And it's Irving at the point. We have the first leg of the NBA season right now behind us. The standings starting to come into shape.
Yeah, right now is when you can make sense of wins and losses. Who you play matters so much early on, but things have started here to balance out.
Well, he's mainly been a scorer throughout his career, but you like that Wiggins that time kept his head on a swivel.
Carter outside. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, and it's no good. Outside, Hero. They set the screen from past the arc, and again, Miami with the triple.
Well, that is practically automatic for a guy like Hero. If he sees an opening from the 3, he will not hesitate.
Outside, Irving. Carter with the screen. 6 to shoot. And they get it. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. He'd have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Into the lane, and the layup's good off the glass. The captain's got 5.
Well, it's early, but I love their offensive game plan to this point.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Pass to Christie. Back to Irving. Here's Christie. Carter sets the pick for Christie. 4 on the clock. There's the 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, not the start they were looking for, but they finally got their first field goal.
Outside, Hero. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Start.
And finished off by Carter.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Here's Big Cat. Following the score by Dallas, the captain gets it to go from beyond the arc. 8 points for him.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
You know, you've got to be impressed with the size and athleticism of this Mavericks front court team.
And now the addition of Cooper Flag at small forward. So in addition to all the length and mobility they already had, this now makes them the match of any team in the league in that regard.
Pass to Big Cat. Now Hero, defended by Christie. Tries again, and it's sent back by Carter. The shot's good.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Here's Flag. Now Lively. Carter with the 3. And it grabs the miss. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Adebayo with a screen for Wiggins. Wants to get it to Adebayo and does. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Well, you know, in addition to his scoring ability, Bam has shown you he's just an all-around threat. He'll rebound, defend, and make plays for other guys.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Teams that have been tormenting opponents defensively this month, the Mavericks fourth.
And they have really been focused on picking up their defensive effort, playing passing lanes, pressuring ball handlers, and trying to contest every shot.
And the first one at the line is good.
And attitude plays such a big role in Adebayo's game. This guy is a worker. Doesn't mind getting his hands dirty if it means getting his team ahead.
And Adebayo drops them both. Tim, as we look at the area of modern medicine, isn't it amazing how it's helping extend playing careers?
Yeah, it's really incredible, Kevin, how these procedures now are so much less invasive. Guys come back sooner, and they're able to play longer. Just look at Klay Thompson gifting his 2022 championship ring to the doctor who performed his Achilles surgery. Now, that's the kind of impact these doctors are having.
It really is amazing. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Last game for the Mavericks, it was a loss to the Nuggets in Ball Arena.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Let's call it what it was. They got overwhelmed. The matchups were just not in their favor.
And it's Flag with the rebound. Mavericks trail by 15. Here's Irving. Good.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
Heat on offense. They're on a 20-7 run. The captain passes to Hero. Powell outside. There's the pick. Pass to Big Cat. Off target with his three. And so it's Dallas with it. Here's Flag. He's guarded by Adebayo. Carter inside the three-point line. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
How about that decision by Kyrie? That's why you want the ball in his hands.
Powell outside. Pass to Big Cat. Pulls from the top of the key. Good, he hits the jump shot.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
And so it's Irving who brings it up for the Mavericks. Trailing by 13. Carter on the wing. Irving sets a screen for Carter. A three-pointer, no good. Miami's gone 4-6 from long range here early on. Here's the captain. 12 points his last outing. Off the left rim and out.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. The Dallas Mavericks are all in on defense. That's something you can hang your hat on, especially when your offense isn't going. Defense will give you a chance to win those ugly games. That gives you the opportunity to play for that bigger trophy. Back to you, Kevin.
Yeah, got it. Yeah. All right, Ellie, thank you for the report. The Heat leading by 10. Hero with it. Here's Big Cat. This game he had 28 points. And he uses the glass on the way. Big Cat's got his second bucket of the night.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know. Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
Good ball movement here by the Heat. Pass to the captain. Trains it from beyond the arc. The captain's got 11.
And really setting the tone early with their three-point shooting.
Mavericks trail by 15. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Trying to find a way to get some easy buckets. You don't want to just think you can shoot your way out of this. Checked in for Jared White. Najee Marshall comes in for Flag. Thompson, he's checked in for Max Christie. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Irving. Then for the Heat, Khalil Ware's checked in for Big Cat. Jaime Jaquez comes in for Hero. And it's Mitchell in for the captain. Heat on D. The lead is 15. Middleton with it. Now defended by Adebayo.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Now here's Paul. Scoreless thus far. Second chance shot. And Adebayo with the layup. And the Heat lead by 15.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Carter outside. A three-pointer off the mark. The Heat shooting very well. 58%. The offense is 4 right now early for them. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
It continues to make plays offensively, having a very efficient quarter.
Now here's Middleton. 9 points last game out. And Carter has it in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. That's 10 points for money.
Well, he is doing everything he can offensively in this quarter, but unfortunately, it's a team game, and he can't win this alone.
Here's Mitchell. Out to Powell. Oh, my! He'll go to the line with a chance for a 4-point play. That one on Thompson. Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Heat.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far, they are hitting at a high clip.
And another thing they've done consistently well is attack the paint. They have stayed aggressive under the hoop and gotten high percentage looks.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. It's an 18-point game. Looking for Carter. He gets it there. And it's good for two. Carter's got 12 points in the game.
Well, he's not the reason they're down right now. He has played smart, efficient basketball.
Fires away from way outside. Another three for Dallas.
Well, he is doing everything he can offensively in this quarter, but unfortunately, it's a team game, and he can't win this alone.
Now here's Powell. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Adebayo, and he lobs it up towards the rim. Mitchell against Carter. Off target with his three. Well, Heat leading by 13. Inside. And Powell with the basket on the assist by Jaquez. He has 6.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Now here's Carter. He's got 15.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that's not a horrible shot for him to take, but you could still probably find a higher percentage shot.
Adebayo with this screen on Jones. Adebayo high post. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And the Heat lead by 17.
Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
Now here's Middleton. No scoring in this one. Takes a three. He can't hit that time. Jaquez with a wide open look. His three-pointers off the mark. And so it's Miami out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. Back right after this. So far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Heat team out there.
On the attack, right from the tip, they've been relentless offensively.
Well, they haven't been challenged so far. Everything they're doing seems to be working.
So improving on the bench. Here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Big men on the floor for Middle Washington and Gafford. Flag is out there with Klay Thompson. And it's Marshall in at the 3. Here's Jaquez. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And we've played through the first minute here in the second. It's tipped. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's the captain. Jaquez outside. Here's Big Cat. 5 to shoot. A three-pointer. Wiggins. Mavericks with the rebound. A 3. Marshall. They get it back.
And here's a look at the stats for Big Cat. This last month, he's been positively spectacular, averaging about 27 points per 10 rebounds and 4 assists. And he's been a rock in the middle for them over that stretch of games. Dominating the glass is his trademark.
Yeah, controlling the boards helps your team in so many ways. You get those extra possessions. You can dictate the flow of the game, things like that.
He's off on the first. And we've seen P.J. Washington take his defensive game, Tim, to another level in Dallas.
Yeah, Kevin, a chance to play a winning brand of basketball in his hometown and maybe giving him a little extra motivation to go with that 7'2" wingspan.
And he sinks the second. So, Tim, when you look at the current landscape of the NBA, the talent level seems to be at an all-time high.
Well, Kevin, there are more high-level shot makers in this league than ever before as guys continue to add shooting range and creativity with their handle.
And they got to be always evolving, right? I mean, you cannot rest on what you've done.
Well, the league now emphasizes high-level shot making more than they ever have. And in the era of the three-point shot in particular, it's crucial that you add that to your game.
Absolutely. Here's Gafford following the three by Miami that went in. The drive by Thompson.
Kick it out! Kick it out!
It's Washington high post. He's against Wiggins. Marshall gets the bucket.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
The Heat leading by 19. Wiggins outside. Hawkes with the screen on Washington. Pass to Big Cat. With the fadeaway. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Big Cat's got 5 points in the quarter. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Adjustments are everything in this league, and you need to maximize your time to make those adjustments.
These are the teams that have been really dominant in the paint so far this season. The Heat in 5th.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
Now, here's Marshall. T right on him. Dallas moving the ball around. Pass to Gafford. And here's Thompson. Guarded by Powell. 4 on the shot clock. A 3, Marshall. Miami grabs the miss. Big Cat's got his 5th rebound in this one.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
Here's Flagg. Still yet to score. Pass to Thompson. Washington against Wiggins. Three-pointer. P.J. Washington. That's good.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
Wiggins outside. Here's the captain. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession.
And a chance to check out the stats for the captain. The past month has been surreal. And he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And it's nice when you have the NBA's best free throw shooter just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been completely automatic this season. Pass to Thompson. Wiggins against Washington. This is a three. Wow, through the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Second team foul.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Washington.
3 shots. 3 shots.
That free throw good from Washington. So, Tim, and I can see it in my mind's eye, you won that three-point contest back in '96. What's the key to success in that event in particular?
Oh, yeah, what a great night. And I think, Kevin, there's a few things. First, I just think you've got to have a short, compact release, because then you're not going to rush at the end to make sure you get all 25 balls up. But I also think part of it, for me, I got to shoot first after the warm-up introductions because I was still loose. I didn't have to sit there for 20 or 30 minutes during commercial breaks. I think that helped me win the title that night.
A little strategy. Last one's off, and they'll settle for 2 points.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Mavericks trail by 18. Down low, Gafford makes it off the glass.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teams.
Wiggins outside. Drains the three-pointer. Wiggins has got his second basket of the night.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForge on the sideline.
Well, Klay Thompson last season climbing into the top 5 all-time for three-pointers made and continues to knock them down for Dallas. He said, my game fits this team so well as far as stretching the floor, playing hard defense, and being a two-way guy. He's looking to add a new chapter to his legacy. Back to you.
A future Hall of Famer, no doubt. Okay, thank you, Allie. Thompson outside. Flag sends a screen for Thompson to the paint. Here's Gafford, and Gafford throws it down.
And Klay Thompson has never really been given credit as a playmaker, but I've always enjoyed watching him operate pick and roll.
Now here's Powell. 8 points for him. Pass to Big Cat. Takes the 13-footer. The captain, no good. Mavericks trailed by 19. Washington inside. He's against Wiggins.
And now here in the second quarter, he's getting to the line. I like the aggressiveness.
The Mavericks have made 3 of their first 5 foul shots tonight.
P.J. Washington.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Chris Middleton's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Carter comes in for Najee Marshall. Christie's checked in for Klay Thompson. And Irving subbed in for Flag. The Heat also changing it up. Adebayo is checked in for Jaime Jaquez. And Hero subbed in for Norman Powell. Washington hits them both. The Heat leading by 17. Wiggins outside. Back to Hero. Back to Wiggins. Puts it up for Adebayo. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Washington kicks to Irving. Carter outside. From outside, off the mark. Heat have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Here's Big Cat, defended by Carter. Here's Big Cat. Good work defensively by Carter.
Wow, you got to commend the defensive effort right there. It really made a difference.
Good on the triple. Carter's got 18 points in the game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Miami with the ball. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Yeah, a snowball effect in that one. One thing would go wrong, but then another, really the story of the game.
Well, let's give their opponents some credit for sensing that and putting them away. They were completely dominated.
Here's Washington, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And you think of the different styles of play. Tim, is there one that you prefer watching?
I personally like variety, Kevin. I like certainly three-point shooting. That's how I made my living. But I also want to see post play. And I want to see teams that also can beat you with isolation sets as well. I think those are the toughest teams to defend. They can hit you from any area.
They sure can. Here's the captain. He's got 13. Pass to Big Cat, trying to end the drought, and the jumper falls for him. 11 points for Big Cat.
It's certainly been a good night for him, and it is showing on the scoreboard.
And here's Middleton. Al Carter. 26 points for him last game against Denver. Wiggins outside. Here's Big Cat. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
To the inside and stolen by Irving. Carter for 3. Yes, it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And what a huge performance for him. I mean, he drained 3 3-pointers in that first quarter, and he's got 2 more here in the second.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. For the Mavericks. Clyde comes in for Chris Middleton.
Substitution for your Mavericks. Lively. Flag.
And here is Hero. He's got 6. Here's the captain, and Lively pulls it down.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
We know about the length and the athleticism, Tim, of Lively. But what do you like about his skill and maybe the way he sees the game?
Yeah, this league has seen a lot of guys with that type of length and athletic ability, but what sets him apart, he's got great instincts for where to get open, instincts, how to rebound, where the ball is coming off, and then also, I just think his conditioning level is very high.
Outside Carter, yes, it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 4th assist in this one. The Heat leading by 10. Outside, Hero. In the corner, it's Wiggins. It's the big gap. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Big Cat's got 12 points now in the quarter. Irving looking over the floor. And the officials will call the illegal screen right now.
That's one every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Here's the captain. 13 points in the game. Adebayo the screen. The captain with the bucket. The captain's got 15 points.
Well, he's having a big scoring night, but he's doing it extremely efficiently. This is impressive.
Right side, Irving. Shot on the way. And it's Miami with the rebound. Big Cat's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And Adebayo gets it to go on the assist by Wiggins. Wiggins has got 3 assists tonight. 59 seconds left to play here in the half. Pass to Christie. Irving sets a screen for Christie. Now here is Carter. Good on the three-point shot. Carter's got 27.
Yeah, and he made 3 three-pointers in the first quarter. He just continued to pour them on here in the second.
Here's the captain. Here's Big Cat. And again, it's Miami with a 3.
And another bucket for him. What a quarter he has had.
Mavericks trail by 18. 27 seconds left in the second quarter. Another steal. Hero against Christie. Here's the captain. 15 points in the game. Adebayo with this screen on Irving.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
And so it's Miami sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. And you have to credit their defense for the job they've been doing against Irving. Kyrie's been almost invisible out there, and we don't say that very often. Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
I'm here with Coach Spoelstra. Coach, the intensity has been there defensively. Are you pleased with what you've seen?
Well, they're going to continue to attack. I mean, that's the identity of their team. They're not going to stop, and the ability to finish our defense with rebounds will be important.
You have to match their resiliency. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie, for that. And folks, we'll be back with you after this short halftime break. So don't go away.
Hi, everyone. Let's start things off by checking out the Player of the Month award recipients. In the Western Conference, the Magician.
His activity on both ends has been remarkable, constantly looking for ways to affect the game and get himself open. You wish all the guys played at this level of intensity.
Work ethic has certainly been the name of the game for him lately. Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the Heat.
Their three-point shooting, wow. I didn't get a math degree, but I didn't go to Shaq University either. I do know a little thing about threes.
Yeah, Kenny, I heard you applied to Shaq University. Denied.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from Money.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters. Just disrupting everything.
Well, the energy really affects your teammates. It can be infectious, and now everybody has to match that energy level.
Now here's Irving. Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. Big can out there with Bam Adebayo. Then it's Tyler Hero. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. And it's the captain in at the 1 spot.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
Now Hero. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Clearly a foul.
The Heat shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Mavericks trail by 20. Pass to Christie. Here's Lively. Outside Irving from outside the arc. Another 3 for Dallas.
That is just automatic. Irving is into his motion the second he has the basketball.
Outside Adebayo. Crafty move. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 5.
Well, his poor shooting hasn't helped them much, but you can't point the finger solely at him for why they're behind.
Here's the captain. Pass to Big Cat. It's stolen by Carter. Here's Flag. A 3-pointer, no good. Hero on the wing, defended by Christie. Hero passes to the captain. Uses the glass to finish the layup. The captain's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Outside Irving. Pass to Carter. Shot clock at 6. From the arc. Connects from 3-point range. Carter's got 33.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Adebayo. And it's sent back by Carter. Outside Irving. Lays it up off the glass. Irving's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And that's a defensive miscue there. You can't let Irving get that kind of position inside.
Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Well, defensively, you've got to put a body on him. That guy will ruin you on the offensive glass.
Irving for 3. Big Cat with the rebound. Miami leading by 18. The captain. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And there it is for him. Wiggins has got 7 points.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Hits it from 3-point range. Irving's got a pair of 3s now here in the 3rd for the Mavericks. Outside, Adebayo. Pass to the captain. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. And now it's up to 25 points for the captain.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitor.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's ready to talk things through with them. Chris Middleton comes in for Flag. And it's Thompson in for Christie. The Heat also with the sub. Powell's checked in. Outside Irving. Hunter on the wing. Connects again for distance.
He's got his defense scrambling, and even when they've got two guys on him, he just finds a way to create space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for three-pointers in a single game.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Middleton can't get it to go. And so Adebayo will bring it up for the Heat. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Here's Big Cat. And a miss there on the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And let's look now at the group of young players that have been locked in from the charity stripe. Your leading rookie free throw shooters of the past month. Well, you look at the captain, the best in the NBA. You put him on the line, and it's nearly automatic. And, of course, Money, also absolutely fantastic from the free throw line.
And they're both just fundamentally sound. And their success at the free throw line, I think, bears that out.
The first free throw is good. Washington hits them both. Well, Heat leading by 15. Hero looking around. Pass to Adebayo. Back to Hero. 6 to shoot. Powell against Middleton. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Mavericks have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Here's the captain. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo. Adebayo's got 19 points. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Heat.
I like their defense today, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And I'd say offensive rebounding has also been a big factor as well. And not just getting the boards, but more importantly, converting those into second chance points.
Here's Powell. Following the basket by Chris Middleton. Tim pure basketball artistry. That's what Kyrie Irving embodied.
Well, Kevin, the combination of the ball handling, the finishing ability, impossible. I'm not sure there's any player in the NBA who puts on a better show than Kyrie.
The correct decision by Middleton, moving to his wide-open teammate, Chris, a terrific passer off the wing.
The Mavericks have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
He's around 14 points per game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he's a nice scoring threat in their second unit, a guy who provides instant offense.
Well, I just love his mentality and his approach. He is always ready to go when called upon.
Here's the captain. 25 points in the game. And Tyler Hero gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. Mavericks trail by 12. Outside Irving. Here's Middleton. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Miami's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Pass to Big Cat. It's good from long range. Big Cat's got 22.
Well, certainly Tyler Hero is never going to be accused of being selfish. If you get yourself open, he is going to find you.
Irving finds Carter. Back to Irving. From deep Washington. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Carter against Powell. Here's the captain. Right now he averages nearly 23 points a game, a relentless offensive force. Fires the three. Big Cat can't hit. Mavericks trail by 13. Pass to Washington. It's deflected. Over in the corner, Hero. And the three ball is good. Hero's got 9.
And these are exactly the looks that this team is working to get for Hero. They want him hunting down those threes anytime he wants.
Now, here is Irving. 10 points for him. Feet away. It's Adebayo with the rebound. And so Adebayo will bring it up for Miami. Hero on the wing, defended by Carter. Shots good by Hero. Hero's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And around the basket, Tyler Hero is a very creative finisher.
Down low, it's sold by Adebayo. Kicks it out to Hero. Washington with it. Picked up by Hero. Washington passes to Middleton. Irving with the ball. And he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but he's making up for lost time.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. A different look for Dallas. Flag is checked in for Carter. And it's Najee Marshall in for Thompson. Khalil Ware's checked in for the Heat. Davion Mitchell comes in for the captain. That's good from Irving.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Here's Adebayo. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Well, he's been aggressive from the start, and as a result, it's all come together tonight for Bam offensively.
Outside Irving. Over Mitchell. Dallas again missing. The Heat leading by 17. Outside, Adebayo. Powell for 3. And it's Flag with the rebound. Flag's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Inside. Middleton dishes to Irving. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Tyler Hero picks one up.
Outstanding job getting the call inside. Kyrie Irving is fearless amongst the trees.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, Kyrie is such a high IQ player. He is so good at breaking down a defense and finding ways to score in tough situations.
Bagley, he's checked in for Dallas. And so he makes both from the line.
And one of the responsibilities with being a great player is making free throws.
Mitchell passes to Adebayo. And here is Hero. No good from outside.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And that one drops. Wiley's got his first points of the game.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Now, Hero, 11 points in the game. It's Powell on the wing. Loads it up for Adebayo. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop. Outside Irving. Launches it. Shot's good. She'll make the play. Irving's got 18 points.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from three-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
Now, here's Mitchell. Nothing on the board. Here's Hero. Good on the baseline, Jay. And the Heat lead by 12.
Yeah, Tyler Hero always under control in the mid-range area of the floor.
Mitchell against Irving. Bagley with a screen on Mitchell. Here's Irving. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Heat. They lead by 12. We're back after this from American Airlines Center. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, playing for one another. That's the definition of teamwork.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The Heat leading by 12. Sliding into the wing positions will be Thompson and Flagg. Daniel Gafford is out there with Najee Marshall. And it's Jones in at the one. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
One more miscommunication at the defensive end. Just brutal. It can't happen.
And Gafford throws it down.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Here's the captain. Again, the Heat good for 2.
Well, this team relies on his scoring, and no shocker, he's done his part.
Jones, the pass to Gafford. Out to the wing. Hawkins with the steal. Pass to the captain. Here's Big Cat. And the Heat, another 3.
And that's his second 3 of the half and his 5th overall, really lighting it up.
Jones with the bounce pass. Thompson for the triple. And it's Miami with the rebound. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. The captain passes to Big Cat. And it's Miami with another.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Flagg with it. Hawkins defending. And it's in there.
You gotta have great confidence to take that shot. Flagg doesn't lack any.
Here's the captain. Pass to Big Cat. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Big Cat's got 7 points for the quarter. To the middle, picked off in midair. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Over in the corner, Jaquez sinks the three-pointer.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
Well, they are hunting deep shots, but they'll take the layup if you give them.
Now here's Jones. Tim, the NBA is always changing, but any predictions for the league that you kind of feel we're going to see around the corner?
Kevin, I just think the influx and the impact of international players is going to be even stronger going forward. I think a lot of guys have seen the success that those players have had in the NBA, and hopefully it inspires even more great players internationally to want to play this great game.
And for a short time, you played overseas. You saw a lot of them firsthand.
I sure did, and I was in France well before the French influx really hit this league, but I knew then that was the goal.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, they've gotten the matchup they want every time up the floor, and they have taken advantage of that.
Thompson for three. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The Heat have gone 7 of 7 from the field to start the final quarter. What an amazing start. The captain, terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Well, the volume has been there, but so has the efficiency, which is why they're in control of this game.
Flag with it. Jaquez defending to end the run. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Talking about the first pick of the draft, rookie Cooper Flag. He's got a diverse skill set and is so mature for a teenager.
And he knocks down the first one. One thing we see sometimes, players opting to represent themselves when it comes to signing a contract. In other words, Tim, they don't have an agent. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think most players, Kevin, understand that the numbers are pretty set, particularly for the superstar. If you know you're going to get a supermax, why not keep more of what you make? Why pay an agent?
That's a good point.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
Pass to Marshall. Dallas moving the ball around. Marshall sets a screen for Jones. Dallas no good that time either. Miami's on 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Jaquez the pass to Big Cat. Now here's Powell. Now Jaquez. Defended by Jones. Here's the captain. Drills it from outside. The captain's got 14 points now in the second half.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Jones kicks to Thompson. Here's Flag. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And if you're going to foul Flag, you really got to hit him, or else he's capable of fighting through that contact and finishing.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Carter comes in for Marshall. Max Christie, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Jones. And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
Carter outside. Pass to Lively. And here's Carter. The three. No good on that one. Jaquez outside. Here's the captain. Powell outside. 5 on the clock, and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Here's Christie. Oh, he pops it off the glass. Wow. Jaquez right side. Powell outside. They get it back. Good work defensively by Lively.
Well, give the defender credit. Sometimes it's enough to miss.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
So, Tim, when you played, you were one of the league's best sharpshooters. Did you ever look around and pick things up off of other guys you watch shoot the ball well?
No question. In fact, I learned a lot about how to move off the ball by watching other guys as I made my way through college and eventually became a pro. And even when I was in the league, I would study other players to pick up things on their footwork and how to get my release a little bit quicker.
Give me one player that you really studied hard.
Well, there's no question Del Curry was a guy I watched because he needed very little time to get that shot off coming off of his screen. And unfortunately, several times I got there late against him and learned my lesson.
Miami's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. Here's the captain. Pass to Big Cat. Good on the triple. Big Cat's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for Miami.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Back to Irving. Jacks up a 3. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger. Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
And here's Irving, following the three-pointer by Andrew Wiggins. Now Irving. To the paint, looking for Christie. He gets it there.
That's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Pass to Big Cat. Elbow shot is on the way, and it's Miami with another.
Yeah, he's got to knock that down if you give it to him. Uncompetitive there defensively.
Well, if you're going to give him that shot, he will take it any time.
Here's Flag. He took the opportunity when he saw it. Carter's got 38 points.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Here's the captain. Yep, that one goes. The captain's got 9 points in the quarter.
Yeah, boy, is he dialed in. Perfect from the field this period.
Pass to Flag. It's hauled in by the Heat. Big Cats. Wiggins against Irving. And a wide open look for Hero. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Irving passes to Carter. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Wiggins outside. Pass to the captain. You know, Tim, some people love the star power of dynasties, but do you think the league's push for parity is helping the game overall?
Overall, I do believe competitive balance is good for the league. I think there are more fan bases that stay more engaged longer into the year, and that's just good for everybody.
I totally agree. And so it's Dallas with following the 3 by Miami. Clock is at 3. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Dallas, no good that time either.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
Christie against Hero.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Outside, Adebayo. Pass to the captain. Floats it up for Adebayo. Offensive rebound. The captain, no good. The Mavericks shooting reasonably well, 45%. Lively sets a screen for Irving. And finished by Lively.
Given his shooting ability, Irving presents a ton of problems in the pick and roll.
Outside Hero. In the corner, it's Wiggins. to the captain. Now, Hero. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. And the rejection by Lively.
And as we head to the final buzzer, crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Heat.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket, didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Big Cat.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam, brought to you by AT&T. Outside Hero. Pass to Big Cat. Wiggins surveying the floor. Puts it up from 15. That's short off the rim. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Dallas. Carter with the screen. Right side, Irving. That shot, no good.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Alan LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Big Cat.